Number of valid votes in figures 31,987. That represents 0.23%. Ruto William Samoei of ID number 6847208 has been duly elected as the president.
I will never forget this day when Wafula Chebukati announced William Samoei Ruto as the president of the Republic of Kenya. The previous day, Azimio had just rolled a red carpet, ready to hold a meeting, and Raila was to address Kenyans at KICC. It was never to be. The choir had continued singing at the Bomas of Kenya. Then what followed was drama. Hell broke loose, helter-skelter, everyone running, chairs flying all over, and it was pandemonium. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who declared William Samoei Ruto as the duly elected president of the Republic of Kenya, Wafula Chebukati, has breathed his last. Ama kweli, kifo hakina huruma. Ama kweli, death is a bad reaper. Sometimes after the ripe fruit, but sometimes not always after the ripe fruit. Ladies and gentlemen, who is Wafula Chebukati to you? Who is he? The man who presided 2017 general elections only for the Supreme Court of Maraga to nullify the election as a result of illegalities and irregularities. The man who actually could not actually explain how the results were transmitted from the polling station, especially the presidential results, from the polling station all the way to the Bomas of Kenya, the center of the presidential tallying center. Ladies and gentlemen, today, the man is no more. The legs are in the top. And to some people, Wafula Chebukati is a villain. Because how he could actually preside over 2017 general elections and then come out and conduct another election with nothing changing, I have never understood. In fact, I have never understood even why Raila Amolo Odinga accepted to go to 2022 general election with Wafula Chebukati as the chairman of the IEBC. I have never understood. This was a big mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, if you recall very clearly, you remember that the commission was divided. Wafula Chebukati on one side with two other commissioners, Cherera 4 on the other hand. They could not agree on the results. Many people died and buried and forgotten. Most of them innocent. Did they have to die? Was it necessary for them to die, ladies and gentlemen? Again, the two camps that were opposing each other, today, they are in the kitchen, eating, baking the national cake, sharing and giving Kenyans the leftover. People dying of hunger, or they are dying of overeating. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kenya for you. To some people, Wafula Chebukati is a hero. A man who could actually stand and tell Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta no. A man who could tell the military generals no. I want to say this about some of the things that you see here. I have never understood the coincidence that actually, when you look at somebody like Kivuito, who also presided an election, where when he was asked who won the election, he could not be able to explain whether Mwai Kibaki won the election or Raila Amolo Odinga won the election. When he was asked, he said, I don't know. Then, about 2 years and 7 months and I think 23 days, the man was no more. What a coincidence again. Again, Wafula Chebukati, I think around 2 years, 7 months and 22 days. This is a coincidence. Is this just a mere coincidence? We have to ask hard questions. In both instances, blood was shed. In both instances, life was lost. In both instances, the election had some issues. In both instances, the country was divided. Today, the country is mourning. I've also noted some people who are celebrating in the social media. But I would say this about those who are mourning. When somebody dies, that chapter is closed. History will be written. And he occupy a certain chapter. Whether it will be written in blood or in charcoal, historians will judge. We leave it to historians to judge. When somebody dies, it is the end. And I mean the end. Let him face God on the throne. God is the judge. And we cannot take it upon ourselves to be judges. Because now Wafula Chebukati has met his maker. I don't know how God will take it. I don't know how God take it. But when I look at Wafula Chebukati, I see somebody who did not enjoy life after declaring William Samoei Ruto as the President of the Republic of Kenya. Same case applies to Kivito. When I look at Wafula Chebukati, I see somebody who was in pain. Somebody who could not even appear in public. And when he did, people could see. In fact, rarely did he appear in public. I don't know how many times he appeared after that election. And what Kenyans depended. People knew that he was sick. People knew. But what would they say is that from where I sit, when the history of this nation will be written, Wafula Chebukati will occupy a dark chapter, a very dark chapter, because of the blood that was shed. We are where we are because of the division that was there in IEBC. We are where we are because of the dispute that arose from the elections. Why IEBC could not conduct an election that was foolproof, an election that could not be questioned by anybody, remains to be seen. Why IEBC was even hesitant to open the servers up to date, I don't know why. I cannot understand why the servers can never be opened. I would tell Kenyans this: never fight for politicians. They have so much in common than in conflict. They will never fight for you. They are brothers. They are cousins. Never ever fight for them. But always stand with the truth. The truth will always triumph in any war between truth and falsehood. Truth will always prevail. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you tell Wafula Chebukati? Tumwambie pole, makiwa, au tuseme nini? Langu ni moja tu. Tumwambie salimia unawakuta pale. Waambie kwamba Mungu ni mengi, ya kuku ni mayai. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.